students of intermediate level. At the outset of my lecture, I would like to welcome all of you who are with me in this live class from different corners of Bangladesh. This is Rajiv Roy. I am a lecturer of the Department of English at Dhaka College. Like the class that was held yesterday, I would like to focus on the second portion of your upcoming year final examination. That means yesterday we talked about the first portion of our question, that was about English first paper. Actually, I told you that for your year final exam you will be given question of 100 marks. Okay, the first 50 marks are dependent on English first paper. That we talked yesterday. Now I'd like to talk about the second portion of your question. That is, the second portion is about English second paper. Look at the board. Dear students, I told you that question number 1 to 25, MCQ number 1 to 25, MCQ number 1 to 25 will be on English first paper. And MCQ number 26 to 50 MCQ number 26 to 50 will be on English second paper. Okay, so how many MCQs are there? There are actually 25 MCQs. Okay, 25 MCQs for English second paper. Okay, and all the 25 questions will be on MCQ basement. Okay, you will have 4 options for each of the MCQs. Okay, and you have to select one. Look at question number 26 to 30. Look at please, dear students, question number 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50. Look at, my dear students, question number 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50. Okay, question number 26 to 30 will be on modifier. Try to clarify it, the students, make it clear. Question number 26 to 30 will be on modifier. Okay, we will give you some options. We will give you 4 options, and today I will give you a clear picture about the question paper, question pattern regarding modifier and other grammatical items. Okay, question number 31 to 35 will be on article. Okay, question number 36 to 40 will be on right forms of verb. Look at question number 41 to 45 will be on narration or speech. Question number 46 to 50 will be on synonym or antonym. Look at the students, question number 5 MCQs for modifier, 5 MCQs for article, 5 MCQs for right forms of verb, 5 MCQs for narration, and 5 MCQs for synonym antonym. Okay, I conducted 2 classes on right forms of verb, and all the grammatical items were completed in your classrooms, in our classroom activities in your first year or before the year final exam. Okay, and you have to take preparation on these 5 grammatical items, and if you take some excellent preparation, I'm sure you can get 50 out of 50 in English second paper. If your preparation on these grammatical items is strong, okay, you have to take a very good preparation for these 5 grammatical items. Okay, so the students, you have 5 grammatical items. Look at modifier, article, right forms of verb, narration and vocabulary, synonym and antonym. Okay, for your benefit, for your betterment, I want to share an important thing with you, that is all the questions related to grammatical items will be set up depending on detached sentences. What does it mean? For each of the MCQs under grammatical portion, you will have a single sentence. One detached sentence will be given for each of the MCQs under grammatical items. How? Let us calculate. Okay, at first I am going to start with modifier, then I will start article, right forms of verb, narration and synonym antonym. I will show you the question pattern of these grammatical items. Okay, and if you have any problem, if you have any query, please write in the comment box. After the class is over, I will give you the answer. Okay, the first option is modifier. Okay, the first option is modifier. I've conducted 5 classes on modifier. Okay, I conducted 5 live classes on modifier, and the class lectures are still available on online, and you can check if you want to get a good preparation. And if you can understand me from these 5 live classes, I'm sure you will be able to answer all the questions from modifier part. Okay, look at, I'd like to give you one question of modifier. So that the question pattern of modifier becomes crystal clear to you. Look at, if I say we have not been able to complete the job. We have not been able to complete the job. Okay, look at the word, we have not been able to complete the job. Okay, first modify the verb. Dear students, look at the word. Okay, we have not been able to complete the job. First modify the verb. You have to modify the verb been. Okay, this is a question and we will give you the options. Okay, for example, option A, option B, option C, option D. We have not been able to complete the job. What should be the answer here? You have to modify the word been. Been is a verb. Okay, you have to modify the word been. Been is a verb. That's why we have to use an adverb. I will give you some options. In your question paper, you will be given 4 options. You have to select one. We have not been able to complete the job. First option, yet. Second option, already. Third option, ever. Last option, just now. What should be the answer, dear students? What should be the answer? We have not been able to complete the job. First, modify the verb. We have not been able to complete the yet, already, ever, just now. What is your answer, dear students? What is your answer? Write in the comment box. Okay, some of you are written. It would be, we have not been able to complete the job yet. You will be given options. You have to select the best option as the answer. Okay. Another question for you. Another question for you. I need premodify, I need a premodify the noun with, premodify the noun with determiner. Look at, I need a dash salt. I need a dash salt. To cook that delicious menu. I need a dash salt to cook that delicious menu. You have to pre-modify the noun salt with determiner. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? The students. Option A, few. Option B, little. Less. Option D, fewer. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? I need a dash salt to cook that delicious menu. It should be few or little or less or fewer. It should be little. Okay, it should be little. Another question for you. If you understand ins and outs related to modifier, questions will be really easy for you to understand because you will be given options. Okay. Another question for you. Premodify the noun with quantifier. Dash people get American visa nowadays. Dash people get American visa nowadays. Premodify the noun with quantifier. Okay, you have to premodify the noun people with quantifier. What should be the options? Option A, few. Option B, fewer. Option C, little. Option D, less. What should be the answer, my dear students? Dash people get American visa nowadays. Few people, fewer people, little people, less people. What should be the answer? This question is I think tricky. You are requested to identify the answer. Okay, dash people get American visa nowadays. What should be the answer, my dear students? Write in the comment box. Few people or fewer people? Few people or fewer people? Dear students. It would be some of you are writing few, some of you are writing fewer. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. A lot of students have made mistakes here. The answer is fewer. We can't take few because look at the word. Dash people get American visa nowadays. Nowadays, a small number of people get American visa. So, what happened in the past? In the past, more people got American visa, we can say. So, here it has been a comparison between the past event and the present event. In order to have comparison, we have to use comparative form of this one. Okay, it should be fewer. Fewer people get American visa nowadays. So, dear students, I think you have been able to understand the question pattern under modifier, of modifier. Okay, I have given you some examples so that the question pattern of modifier in your upcoming year final exam becomes crystal clear to you. Now, our next target, it's about article. Questions regarding articles will be given on data sentences. Data sentences means in your final exam, that is in your HSC final exam, normally a passage is given. And in the passage there are 10 blanks and you have to fill in the blanks with a or an or the. I have told you that a passage is given in your final exam of intermediate level, but in our year final exam, we will not give you a whole passage. We will give you 5 sentences for 5 MCQs. Look at 31 to 35, we have 5 questions for article, and for 5 questions, we will give you only 5 sentences. 1 sentence for each of the questions. That's why I have told you that questions will be on detached sentences. Now, let's give an example. Okay. Suppose this is question number 31. This is question number 31. Bangladesh is dash more beautiful. Bangladesh is dash more beautiful of the 2 countries. Bangladesh is dash more beautiful of the 2 countries. This is a detached sentence. This is not a passage. Okay, and in this line there is a gap. There is a gap. You have to fill in the gaps with the following options. The options are A, B, C, D. Students, this grammar or article is not only important for the students of Dhaka College, it is important for all the students of Bangladesh. Okay, those who are with me right now, are requested to give me the answer. Okay, I am going to give you the options. Okay, A, the, and cross. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? A lot of students have written cross. Okay, thank you. Are you sure whether the answer is cross? What should be the answer? The answer should be B. The students don't get confused. The answer should be B. Why? A lot of student have given cross, but cross is not the answer. The answer should be the. Why? Look at this is comparative form. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Normally or usually, before comparative form, we don't use any article like a or an or the. Normally it should be cross, but if you get, look at, of the two or of the couple or of the pair, look at these three, of the pair, of the two, of the couple. Because of the pair, of the two or of the couple, if you get the use of these three lines, of the two, of the couple, of the pair, before comparative form, the is used. Okay, we have to use the before comparative form. We have to use the article the before comparative form. If you get the use of the two, of the couple and of the pair. Is it clear to you? Another example for you. Raj is dash taller of the pair. What should be the answer? Raj is dash taller of the pair. I have used of the pair. If you get of the two or of the couple or of the pair, before comparative form, the is used. In other words, I can say, after the comparative form is used, if you get of the two or of the couple or of the pair. Is it clear to you, my dear students? Is it clear to you? I think it's clear to you. Another example regarding article. Dear students, have you got the question pattern? Have you understood the question pattern under article? Have you understand the question pattern regarding article, dear students? Okay, another example for you. Many dash student becomes tensed due to upcoming online examination. Many dash student becomes tensed due to upcoming online examination. I'm going to give you options. You know the options are. And what are the options? The first option is A. The second option is and. The third option is the. The fourth option is cross. What should be the answer, dear students? A or an or the? A or an or the or cross? Okay. Now most of my students are correct. Thank you. I'm going to teach you the rule here. Many is a determiner. Many is a determiner. After many, normally plural noun is used. If after many plural noun is used, the verb will be plural. I can say plural verb, okay? But if after many article a or an is used, noun will be singular. And after singular noun, we have to use singular verb. Okay? So, if you get a or an after many, it would be singular noun and singular verb. And look at this sentence. Look at this sentence. Okay? Many. This noun has become singular. This noun has become singular. Verb has become singular. It is singular. So, we have to use a or an. It should be option A. Is it clear to you? I think it's clear to you. Another example regarding article. Dear students, dash more a man gets, dash he wants. Dash more a man gets, dash he wants. Dear student, what should be the answer? I am going to make it clear to you. Dash more a man gets, dash more a man gets, dash more he wants. Look at, I am going to give you the options. A the cross, the. What should be the answer, dear students? What should be the answer, my dear students? A the cross the. What should be the answer? Yes. Thank you. It should be here and here. The. Clear to you? Okay, my dear students. I have given some questions regarding article. I think the question pattern of article is clear to you. Now let's go to our next option. It's about the question pattern of right forms of verb. Okay, this is a very interesting topic to set up questions. Okay, right forms of verb in your final exam, in your syllabus, in your intermediate syllabus, a passage is given for right forms of verb, but for our online examination, we will not give you a whole passage. We will give you detached sentences, or you can say individual sentences. There will be 5 sentences for 5 MCQs. Okay. How we are going to make the questions for you is being written on the board. Look at. Now, it's a target to talk about right forms of verb. Okay, I'm going to give you a question. And this question will give you a clear conception about the question pattern of right forms of verb in our upcoming online examination. Okay, look at. Suppose this is question number 36. She in Dhaka since Sunday. Dear students, this is a very tricky question. Look at the board. She dash in Dhaka since Sunday. I will give you some options. Option A, has been. Option B, has been being. Option D, option C is. Sorry. What should be the answer? She dash in Dhaka since Sunday. Okay. Has been being. She is being. What should be the answer? Okay. Some of you have written really well. Some of you are not. Okay. What should be the answer, dear students? This type of questions will be given in your right forms of verb part. Okay. The answer is has been. The answer is has been. Is it clear? Why the answer is has been? Okay. If you get any use of since or for, and after since or for, if there is an indication of time, if any event or incident is going on at this moment, this incident will be turned into present continuous tense. Dear students, if any incident on work is going on right now, if any verb is going on right now, it will be turned into present continuous tense. But if an event started in the past and it is still going on, it should be present perfect continuous tense. For present perfect continuous tense, there must be the use of two preposition. One is since, another is for. So if you get any indication of time with the help of since or for, we have to use present perfect continuous tense. But if you get a be verb, yes students, if you get a be verb as the main verb, you have to turn it present perfect. You are not allowed to turn it into present perfect continuous because the main verb is be verb. Okay, it should be has been. Another question for you. Another question for you, my dear students. Suppose this is question number 37. We dash English since our childhood. We dash English since our childhood. Option A, have learned. Option B, are learning. Option C, have been. Learned. Have been. Learning. Okay, what should be the answer? We learn, we have learned, are learning, have been learned, have been learning. What is your answer? What is your answer, dear students? What is your answer? No. Most of you have written well except one or two incorrect answer. Okay. Look at. Our learning of English started in our childhood, and this activity is still going on. That's why we have to use present perfect continuous. It would be we have been learning. Okay, we have been learning English since our childhood. Is it clear? Another question from right forms of verb. Okay. I would rather die than dash. I would rather dash than dash. Okay. Option A, to die, to beg. Option B, to die, beg. Option C, die, to beg. Option D, die, beg. This is a very interesting question. And what is your answer, my dear students? What is your answer? What is your answer? I would rather to die, to beg. To die, only beg. Die, to beg. Die, beg. Okay. Thank you for your effort. Look at the board, my dear students. Would rather works as a modal auxiliary. Would rather works as modal auxiliary. After modal auxiliary, we have to use the base form of the verb. We have to use the base form of the verb. Dear students, we have to use the base form of the verb. And what is the base form? This is the base form, this is the base form. So, these two answers cannot be taken. Okay? Our options are die and C and D are remaining. Now, we have to calculate which one is the best answer from C or D. Then is used before and after them. Then parallel structure must be used. Okay, here a grammar named parallelism works. Before and after then we have to use the parallel structure. I have used the base form of the verb. Here after then we have to use the base form also. So the answer is I would rather die than beg. Is it clear to you? Some of you have made mistakes and some of you have written the correct answer. Thank you. Is the question pattern regarding right forms of verb clear to you? Dear students, I have had a question towards you. Is the question pattern related to right forms of verb is clear? From our discussion, it becomes clear to us that questions on each of the grammatical items will be set up depending on detached sentences. Now, I'd like to give you some conception regarding narration or speech. Okay. In your syllabus, a passage narration is given. If it is given in direct, you have to turn it into indirect. If it is given in indirect, you have to turn it into direct. But in our upcoming year final exam, online year final exam, a passage will not be given. An individual sentences will be given. For 5 questions, for 5 MCQs, 5 detached sentences will be given. You may be told to turn direct narration into indirect or indirect narration into direct. For example, 3 direct speeches will be given. You have to turn it into indirect. And two indirect speeches will be given. You have to turn it into direct. So you have 5 questions in narration part. Direct to indirect, it might be 3 or 2. Indirect to direct, it might be 3 or 2. Okay. In total, we have 5 questions. Okay. Now, I'd like to give you an example of narration. That means an MCQ based question regarding narration. Okay. Suppose this is question number 41. What is the correct indirect narrative style of the speech what is the correct indirect narrative style of the speech? The old man said to me, "What is your name? And what do you want?" This is a direct narration. Dear students, this is a direct narration. You have to look for the correct indirect narrative style of this speech, and your probable answers or your probable options will be given. 4 options will be given. You have to select one. Is it clear to you? I am going to give you probable or possible options. You are requested to find out the answer. Okay. This is the question. Look at this is question number 41. What is the correct indirect narrative speech of style of the speech? And what is the narration? The old man said to me, "What is your name and what do you want?" Okay. I'm going to give you some possible answers. Option A. The old man asked me, what was my name and what I wanted. First option. Okay. Second option. The old man asked me what my name was and what I did want. Option C. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted. Option D. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted. What should be the answer, my dear students? The old man asked me what was my name and what I wanted. The old man asked me what my name was and what I did want. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted, question mark. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted. What should be the answer? A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? Dear students, thank you for your excellent answer. Thank you for your excellent answer. This is a narration of interrogative sentence. According to the rule of narration, if you want to turn a direct narration into indirect, and if you get interrogative sentence, this interrogative sentence will be turned into assertive. Okay, here the mistake is I have put the auxiliary verb was before the subject. It has become an interrogative structure. That's why I cannot take. The old man asked me what my name was and what I did want. This is not appropriate. This is not appropriate. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted. This was correct, but question mark has made problem here. Okay. The old man asked me what my name was and what I wanted. This is the correct answer. Okay, my dear students, now I'd like to give you another example of indirect narration. You are requested to turn it into direct. Okay. Look at please. The correct direct direct narrative style of the following speech the correct direct narrative style of the following speech. Now the question, brother told me that he had to go to market. Is you have to look for the direct narration of this indirect one. Okay, this is an example of indirect narration and you have to tell me the direct one. Okay, option A. Brother said, comma, quotation mark start, I must go to market. Option A. Option B. Brother said me I must go to market. Option C, brother said to me, I had to go to market. Option D, brother said to me, I must go to market. Okay, what should be the answer, dear students? What should be the answer? Brother said, I must go to market. Brother said me, I must go to market. Brother said to me, I had to go to market. Brother said to me, I must go to market. What is your answer? What is your answer, my dear students? Okay, here I have used had to. Had to is used in indirect narration if you get the use of must. So you have to look for must. This is correct, this is correct, this is correct, this is not correct. Okay, then here the object is me. Here me is not used, that's why this is not correct. Two options are remaining, this one and this one. After said, if you get any object, you have to use to. This is not correct. So what is the answer? Option is D. This is the question pattern of narration. It may be from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. Now our last part of discussion, and it is vocabulary based question. In our upcoming online exam, vocabulary will also be given on detached sentences. How? Look at the board. Suppose this is question number 47. This is question number 47. I am writing example. The man is good at cricket. The man is good at cricket. What does the underlined word mean? Okay, the man is good at cricket. What does the underlined part mean? Option A, nice. Option B, well. Option C, prompt. Option D, skilled. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? The man is good at cricket. What does the underlined part mean? Nice, well, prompt, skilled. What is your answer? What is your answer, my dear student? It is here good at means skilled. Thank you. The answer is D. I think you have been able to understand the question pattern regarding vocabulary. Dear students, it has been a long time since I started my discussion for today. I don't want to continue anymore. If you have any query, if you have any question, please write in the comment box. After the class is over, I will try my level best to check your every answer and question, and I hope you are trying to understand me and you are getting me, I'm sure. This is all for today. I have another 2 classes in my upcoming week, and in my next classes I will talk about some important questions, important for your upcoming year final examination. I think and I believe you will stay with me, you will stay with us, you will stay with Dhaka College, and you are taking the advantages of these live classes. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you for being with me. Goodbye.